I'm Brian from Audigy, and today we're going to talk about searching Manheim for Inops. Stay tuned. All right, so I want to show you how I would search on Manheim for Inop cars. And here we go. So I've already done most of the selection, so I'm going to go back to the main screen so you can see how this all works out. So I've selected, oh no, it didn't say my, oh no, okay. Well, so you would come to Power Search and then select the makes here, and then select the models here. Don't worry about the trims here. You're just gonna have to mash those up. For some reason, when you search by the trims over here, it, it's just not worth it. So just search for the makes models here. Don't select a vehicle type. Make sure the years are between 2008 and 2017. Uh, Make sure that the odometer reading is from 1,000 to 150 max. Make sure that it has a condition report. And we want to select rough and extra rough because we're trying to find in-up cars or cars that are close to in-up cars that we can do some overhaul on. That way we can get them for a cheap price. So we only want automatics. And that's it, I think. And we want to exclude salvage cars, although that's not on the screen, if I remember correctly. Yeah. All right. So I've already done this search, so I'm gonna go to my saved searches, and here's the search that has all those. So um, so let's check out this car because I think I've already checked this one out. So what you would do is you would come in. First things first, you would check the auto check here. It's free, similar to a Carfax, but for free because you're a member of Manheim. Uh, so this looks good, right? There's no major state brand. The accident check is okay. The damage check is okay. The odometer check is okay. You'll find these two pretty frequently. Uh, the main things is this one and the odometer check, for me at least. This car has zero accidents. It's not always important for most people, but sometimes people ask, "Hey, how many accidents has it been in?" It's good to have that information, right? Okay, so before we get into this even anymore, we're gonna go over here, and done. I've already created one for this particular car. So, so for each one of these that makes it past the auto check phase, and you look through the damage. Oh, well, yeah, let's do this first. So we'll look at the condition report first and make sure that there's no structural damage, because we don't want to go through the trouble of creating a um, spreadsheet worksheet for this car and there is structural damage, because we don't want to buy the car at that point. So we're looking here and we're saying there's no structural damage, no prior paint. There's 3 bad tires and 1 so-so tire, but that's okay. It's not that bad. The auto check is clean. It's not drivable, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for in our cars. Uh, does not start. It's fine. Um, and sometimes you'll see something that says not drivable, but it does start. And so that'll give you even if it doesn't say it in the announcements, that'll give you an idea that it is the transmission instead of the engine. So price out the transmission and put that in the pre-purchase spreadsheet, which I'll show you in a second. This part is important because you want to make sure that the car has keys. And if it doesn't have keys, you need to add that cost to the spreadsheet so we know what we're getting into. No start, key not programmed is the announcement. Always read the announcements because they tell you if something is major wrong. All right, so no start, no key, which isn't a deal breaker because we have an Altel, and if that doesn't work, um, we have a key guy that will come to the lot and key cars. So that's fine. All right, so the next major thing is to look at this damage report. All right, and so on the outside, on the exterior, we see that all these 3 tires are not good. Uh, these 2 doors have damage. So it's cosmetic, conventional paint, and body not required. So it's a light scratch on the door. The hood is chipped. Uh, left quarter panel is heavy multiple scratches. Rear bumper is multi scratches. The rear door is multi scratch light. So a lot of this stuff can probably be buffed out because it says paint not required. But the quarter panel needs to be painted, and the rear bumper needs to be painted, and the front bumper. So that's 2 bumpers and the quarter panel that need to be repainted. So at that point, we're probably better off just getting like a Mako paint job or something like that, or getting some Nason and spraying ourselves. We just have to see, right? So we'll always go with the Mako uh, paint job, whereas a lot of people don't want to hear about that, but or don't want to use Mako. But if you do your prep yourself, it comes out a lot better. Um, so on the interior, this car has seat cushions that are stained, one that's torn, and carpet that's torn. The carpet didn't really matter too much because we're gonna put like a new rubber um, floor covers on anyways, rubber mats. Anyways, the seat is what kind of is a big deal. These tires are all messed up, so we need to account for that. And that's the end of the damage report. Um, so okay, so let's go and look at that at our spreadsheet. Okay, so